it's Rob here and welcome to the second video of my build series on the Tamiya Asterion on the XV01T chassis. Today we'll be concentrating on metal parts bag B, which is steps 7 to 10. So we will start, I believe, with J1, and we need one of the BB1s through here. Checking the orientation's alright, it won't go through there. I think we're going to have to screw that. And then we need two off of NN20s. This doesn't look like it's going to be long enough. And one of these. Well, I would have thought that would have screwed in a bit more, but now I've just done that, I think I'm going to go with a bit of thread lock as well. Oops. And then we just need to do the other side for that one. And on K2 we need one of the grub screws. And from looking at that, it goes in here. So we want one of them. And then I need to measure that so that it doesn't stick up too far. No, that should be alright. So might just a couple of more turns. Excuse me. And then again, bit of thread lock on there. Oops. And there we go. And then I just need to do the other side, and then we need to get some of these, which are, what do they call them, dust covers. And I'm assuming there's centre's been cut out. Yep. And there we go. So I'll get on and do the other two bits and come back for screwing them onto the diff. Now move on and screw the two bits of plastic onto the diff. And from looking at this piece slots in like so. And we use the two 10mm screws. because it might be a bit tight, I'm going to use my power driver. And then I think this is the shock tower, goes on like so, somewhere like that. And we use the remaining 4 screws to go through. And there we have the front damper stays fitted, and I'll just go around and tighten this one up and check these ones, and then we can get on to step 8. Step 8 is making up the rear idler gear. For this one though, we have a note here calling us to put ceramic grease on this one, not the Molly Harper grease on the other one. So I guess we'll do that. So I think we'll make this gear up first. So we get the bar, check the orientation. There's a slot here for an E-clip, so we'll put that side. We'll get this 8mm bar, slide it through, and then push the idler gear into it, he says. Not being able to see. There we go. And then we need an NN4 and an 850 or 840 bearing, should I say. And then the same on the other side. And that's that done. And then we just need to pop it in. Now, as you may be able to see, I've already gone round part A5 with my anti-wear grease ready to join them together, and I'm going to pop that in there and then get this ceramic grease and I reckon that should do us. And then we just need to close this case up. And pop the 2 screws in, one there and one there. And then once that's screwed up, we can move on to step 9. Step 9 is finishing the rear gearbox, and as you can see, I've already screwed these ball joints in. They're just the box standard ones. There is an order of doing this according to the guide, so we're going to start up here with putting this belt drive pulley together. And again, we've got NN12 that goes on first, then the bar, which is easier said than done. There we go. And then, unlike the first time, I've already put parts NN13 and NN24 together to make it easier to fit over here. And then we just need to press that down. And we need to press it down even further. It's not going. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's got it. And then hopefully we can get the E-clip. And hopefully that will go in nicely again. A bit of a lip this time. Doesn't want to go over the little lip. There we go. There we go. I thought it didn't make quite all the way in. There we go. Once we've screwed all of that together and put this drive belt assembly on, we can move on to installing the diff. Whoops, I think I've just nearly put that the wrong way round. If we check the orientation is that way, then that goes in there, and then if we get this piece goes like so. Yep. And then if we look at this from up here, this way round, we need 1, 2, and 3 screws. We'll just start to nip them up. And I'm assuming that a screw will go in there at some point, but who knows. And then once you've screwed them up, you can take hold of the rear damper mount. That will go on like so, with the 4 8mm screws. We'll just put a couple in for now, just to hold it in place. There we go. And then spin it around, and this rear, I don't know whether it's the upper A-arm mount or lower, but that goes in there with these 2 great big long screws. Like so. And then once I've done that, there are 2 dust covers to go on these 2 for the minute. So we'll get all them tightened up and screwed in, and get back to, or get on to step 10. Step 10 is installing the belt tensioner. And we need to, by the looks of this, stick everything on. So if we start with a BB6, which is a washer, then one of the shims, then a bearing, then another shim, then the second bearing, then another shim, then the washer, come on, then the nut, and there is a note going towards this nut that says do not over tighten. So I think finger tight might do. Can't see the need to do it anymore, because once you've done that, this whole lot goes through here, and the nylock nut goes on, and then we need to tighten that up. Like that. And I'm not doing any of that too tight at the minute, but I think I might get my magnifying goggles out. Yeah, I can see the ball bearings spinning, so it's not too tight. And with that, that completes parts bag B and this video of my build series on the Tamiya Asterion. I hope you enjoyed watching, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers, bye.